That's right, Andrew and Shannon. And trust is a word thrown around a lot during this historic presidential election. Trust was also on the minds of many people at today's rally on the Pitt campus, where the vice president shared a powerful message.
Joe Biden received a thunderous welcome at the Pete. Many students telling me they like him because the VP is a regular guy they trust.
When you hear that, when you hear people say, I trust Joe, does it make you regret your decision not to get into this race?
No.
Joe Biden has no regrets about not running for president, but he told me after decades in Washington, trust means everything.
Look, the one most important thing to me in my whole career, with all the mistakes I've made, is that I never want to be anything other than being authentic and just be straightforward. And to the extent that people think that of me, I'm gratified.
He's now using his political muscle, passionately speaking out on behalf of the movement It's On Us, helping to prevent sex assaults on campus. A key message, he says, never is it a woman's fault.
And we blame women for, they say, what were you wearing? What did you say to him? Did you flirt with him? Were you drinking? No man has a right to touch a woman for any reason other than self-defense.
One of the women who appreciates that message, Pittsburgh resident Julia Dixon.
I was assaulted at my university in 2008.
Julia had the courage to file a complaint and soon became a member of the White House task force, working to protect students.
My journey kind of started there, so I began speaking at campuses. I was at the Academy Awards with the Vice President and Lady Gaga, doing a lot of advocacy work, reaching out to survivors and letting them know that they're not alone and giving them the support that I wished I would have had when I was in college.
When the vice president kicked off the awareness campaign at the Academy Awards, Julia was right there with him.
He really does mean it from the heart. He speaks from his experiences and talking to women and listening to their stories and what they have been through. And he really, truly is behind this issue for no political gain. It is really all about the cause.
Lady Gaga was impressed with Julia's work and asked her to join Vice President Biden in Las Vegas for the next It's On Us event, promoting healing across the country.
When women who are abused come forward, it brings women out of the shadows. It helps them begin to heal. And it encourages other women to come forward. And the more people realize that both celebrities and ordinary women are victimized, the more they say, well, God, I guess I better pay attention to this. We got to do something about it.
And they are doing something about it at Pitt today. More at 6 and 11 tonight. And you can watch my entire exclusive interview with Vice President Joe Biden on our WTAE mobile app. Hear what he says about Art and Dan Rooney and Arnie Palmer and the impact they have had on his life. Mike Clark, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.